People with disabilities facing discrimination amid other issues will be able to take their complaints to a tribunal. This will come about because provisions for the establishment of a tribunal have been included in the draft Rights of Persons with Disabilities Bill. National Disabilities Advocate Senator Andwele Boyce touched on the tribunal while explaining features of the draft bill during an education, sensitization, and awareness building workshop.
So we have, as Minister has indicated, a comprehensive piece of legislation, and one of the things that is going to be necessary is an enforcement body, right? Who do you take complaints to for breach of the law? Much in the same way that we have an employment rights tribunal, we have an NIS tribunal and that kind of a thing, the bill proposes to establish a tribunal that hears complaints under the bill. So if a person with a disability thinks that they are the victim of disability discrimination, they can take the complaint to the tribunal.
While the bill also establishes that people with disabilities have a right to access quality education, Senator Boyce says that there are a set of obligations the Ministry of Education will have to adhere to. One of these obligations is the formation of a national education plan to meet the specific needs of people with disabilities.
There are many persons with disabilities who do not have consistent access to affordable quality education in Barbados. And I don't think that it is not something we say very often, and I don't think it is something that the vast majority of Barbadians recognize.
Mr. Boyce says the Advisory Committee for the establishment of a commission to champion improving the lives of persons with disabilities is engaging in ongoing conversations with insurance companies about opening their doors to members of the disabled community.
The problem we're trying to beat back is that many players in the insurance sector have been hesitant and flat out unwilling to insure persons with disabilities in various kinds, whether that's health or whether that's motor, or and we're having that conversation.
The bill is also asking for government and private sector buildings to be fully accessible to people with disabilities, as well as for financial institutions to make their services available to members of the community. Minister of People Empowerment and Elder Affairs, Kirk Humphrey, says the Persons with Disabilities Bill will be laid in Parliament soon.
Hopefully debate this year or very early next year to be able to pass some things. And in that bill, it would look at issues pertaining to transportation, housing, health. It's an omnibus piece of legislation, which means that all the ministries of government are being tasked to do very specific things. And to set in place in the law to give most people a 3-year period to be able to make the adjustments, to do these things so as to make life in Barbados fair.
Stakeholders who attended the workshop were able to give feedback on the provisions in the bill. Anesta Henry, CBC News.